only 16 even in the first half. USC led by Jonah Matthews. He has 5 points, banked in 3. Shaquan Aaron knocked down a triple, and Nick Rakocevic has 4. His movement away from the ball has really given Moses Brown problems. The freshman big 7-footer for UCLA looks stationary at that end of the court, and Rakocevic will go to the line to shoot 2 out of this timeout. Trojans are doing well in transition as well. 5 fast break points already for USC.
All right.
Hey, Trojan fans, whether your favorite seat is courtside or upper level, head to StubHub and grab 100% verified tickets so you know you'll get in. After all, they've been hooking fans up with amazing seats for over 17 years. StubHub is USC's official ticketing marketplace. StubHub, be there. Bruins have made at least one substitution. David Singleton has checked into the game. He's a local product, a freshman from L.A., Bishop Montgomery High School, averaging 4.5 points per game. Rakosevic's first free throw is good. Nick's number right now, 68.5% from the stripe. Cody Riley has also checked in, also a local product. He's from Kansas City, but he played high school ball at Sierra Canyon. He was on Marvin Bagley's high school team. Rakocevic knocks them both down. Jalen Hill has also checked in for UCLA, a redshirt freshman from Corona Centennial High School. So 3 local guys are into the game for UCLA. And the Trojans trying to press here. Wilkes is able to break again the front court. He bowls his way inside, loses the ball on the way up, and Rakocevic throws it off of Cody Riley. It'll be USC basketball. Wilkes did get a shot up, and then the battle for the rebound, he lost it. USC's lead is 14-4, and the Trojans have the basketball with 15:45 left in the first half. UCLA now showing a zone. Looks like a 2-3. Aaron goes inside to Boatwright, who kicks it back out to Matthews. A wide-open 3 for Jonah, in and out. Rakocevic has the offensive rebound, though, and Nick will patiently pull it back out and reset for the Trojans. Again, they're leaving Matthews open. This time, Boatwright has a wide-open free throw line jump shot, and that's good from Benny. Benny's first shot of the game. Took him almost 5 minutes. USC's leading scorers on the board, though. And the lead for the Trojans is 16-4. Wilcox surveying the USC 2-3 zone. Singleton tries to penetrate, and then they find Hands in the left wing. He moves it along to Wilkes. The Trojans are all over UCLA right now on the perimeter. Singleton has it on the left wing, going inside to Hill. Hill is double-teamed by Boatwright and Rakocevic. Having trouble seeing. He fires one cross-court to Wilkes. Good pass, 3 on the way. No good, though. Derek Thornton claims the rebound and dribbles it off Boatwright's foot. And there's a careless play by the Trojans as USC gets the stop, but gives it right back to UCLA. So a little frustration there. Don't want anything to slow the momentum right now. USC in a 6-0 run or a 16-2 run. Your pick. In the infield to take them both. Ball into Riley. He gets an easy shot right at the rim and finishes with the right hand. So the mistake by the Trojans, they're forced to pay for on the inbounds play right away. Thornton will lead USC into the front court. Trojans leading by 10, 16-6. And Jonah Matthews has it at the top of the key now. Moves along to Thornton in the left wing. Boatwright on the high post. Kicks it to Aaron. Aaron to Matthews now. Matthews can penetrate but loses the ball. Was it knocked away? Nope. It'll be another USC turnover. Turnovers have been a little bit of an issue so far. That's already the third by USC. UCLA has also given it away 3 times. Matthews had a lane there. Made a good decision. Just didn't hold on to the ball. Wilkes has picked the ball up in the backcourt. They're going to have trouble getting across the timeline. They do, though, with Hands. 3-on-2. Hands dribbles into a pull-up and swishes it through. So Jalen Hands has made 2 shots, both very similar. And UCLA's hit 4 straight. USC lead down to 8, 16-8. Aaron has on the left wing. Now Matthews top of the key. USC pushed well out by this UCLA 2-3 zone. Thornton to Matthews. Again, USC not striking distance with 12 on the shot clock. Boatwright on the right wing. Boatwright pressured. He will take a tough 3, and that's no good, and that is a win for UCLA on that possession. But Cody Riley steps out of bounds. So that was very similar to what we saw at the other end, where a careless turnover when you think you have a defensive rebound and a stop. That was a bad possession by the Trojans, but USC will get it back with 13:41 left, and for the first time in this one, and the infield makes a sub. It's the freshman Elijah Weaver. Weaver had a tough trip through the Oregon schools. He lobs in, and Boatwright will take another 3. This one again long, no good. Boatwright forcing his perimeter game right now. Wilkes has it on the left wing for UCLA. Bruins trying to answer with a run of their own. They've hit 4 straight. Riley goes inside on Boatwright, and he will finish with the left hand. So Riley muscling his way in for a pair of buckets, and now Andy Enfield wants a timeout. So a 6-0 run for UCLA, and the Bruins are right back in this game. It's Trojans 16, Bruins 10, 13-19 left in the first half, and both coaches have taken their 30-second timeouts. They'll use it or lose it in the first half. Soon you'll be facing some tough decisions. If you download the Chick-fil-A app, that is, you can earn points with every purchase and redeem for a reward of your choosing, because it's the little things like options that make every trip to Chick-fil-A more rewarding. The subs have worked for Murray Bartow. Cody Riley in particular has come into the game and had 4 of UCLA's 10 points in this one. Jalen Hands also has 4, and Wilkes has the other 2. Bruins shooting 5 of 12 from the floor in the early going and 0 of 3 from distance. USC 6 of 11, 2 of 5 from 3. So the three-point arc right now is the difference in the game. We talked to so many different people before the game, get everyone's keys to the game, and Chris Kapko, the USC assistant, his was the three-point line at both ends of the court. So right now USC is +6 in terms of points from 3. Matthews has it. Again, looking at this UCLA zone, they've gone to try to stop Rakocevic inside. It goes to Boatwright, though, and Boatwright with another mid-range jump shot. He's 2 for 2 from 2-point distance, 2 for 4 from the floor. Then USC ends a little mini UCLA run. Trojans lead 18-10. Singleton thinking about a 3 at the top of the key, moves it on to Wilkes. Now Jalen Hands well behind the arc. Now Wilkes fakes a 3, goes inside, attacks Rakocevic, and finishes right at the rim and 1. And who's that foul on? I think it's Nick. It is, and that is the second foul on Rakocevic with 12:38 left in the first half. A big moment in this game as Rakocevic will sit. And Victor Uyalunmo will check in. And now Murray Bartow counters with Moses Brown. So a much more favorable matchup for Moses Brown. Wilkes has been aggressive in this one, not settling for his jump shot. And that time draws the foul on Rakocevic. The free throw by Wilkes is no good. Just a 64% free throw shooter. They shoot just 62% as a team. Been an issue for UCLA. 18-12 is USC's lead. Weaver has it at the top of the key. Moves it to Matthews, now back to Weaver. Elijah will dribble to the right wing, find Aaron at the top of the key. He lobs to Boatwright at the free throw line, kicks to Matthews. Jonah fakes a 3, dribbles into a tough baseline 2. That one is no good, and the rebound is to Wilkes on the weak side. Chris Wilkes will lead UCLA into the front court. Prince Ali has on the left wing, and he will try to go inside to Moses Brown. Trojans double team, and Shaquan Aaron reached in. Pretty obvious call there. Shaquan hopping mad, but I think that's just the early emotions of the game. Aaron's off to a great start this one with 3 points, a board, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So he's filling up the stat sheet, and now he has his first foul. Hands will throw in, and the ball goes to Wilkes, whose line drive 3 is no good, and Aaron will collect the rebound and almost lose it. Give him some help. He gets it from Jonah Matthews. Well, the Trojans get a stop. Chris Wilkes 3, you can see he is battling his confidence, and he starts 0 for 2 from behind the arc in this one. And this one is stolen by Jalen Hands. Just a casual pass in the perimeter, but a missed layup at the other end. Prince Ali gets the putback. And there's 2 in transition for UCLA. They turn Jonah Matthews' mistake into a bucket, and now the lead for USC is down to 4, 18-14. Trojans have been up by as many as 12 in the early going. Offense has been hard to come by with Rakocevic on the bench. Weaver driving kick, finds Matthews. Matthews fakes the 3, now takes the 3, and misses. Jonas had some wide open shots that are not going down early on in this game. Wilkes going the other way, finds Prince Ali for a transition 3. Air ball. And it lands on the baseline. Will be USC ball out of the timeout. Not a good stretch for the Trojans, though. UCLA on a 10-2 run over the last 4:19. 11:04 to go in the first half. USC 18, UCLA 14. The Crosstown Showdown on the Trojans Basketball Network.
Here's a real post from a real Chick-fil-A guest. At Brittany Zillig writes, have you ever had an egg white grill from Chick-fil-A? If not, you're definitely missing out. Egg whites, cheese, and grilled chicken on a toasty English muffin. #drooling. Now we're drooling, Brittany. Are you sure you don't work for Chick-fil-A? You pretty much nailed that description. I'll just add, it's the little things like grilled flavor in the morning that jumpstart your day. Share your stories at Chick-fil-A with #TheLittleThings.
Every Saturday on Pac-12 Network, we've got you covered for men's hoops. Start your Saturdays with our live basketball pregame show, getting you set up before tip-off with a comprehensive rundown of the day's action. Then after the final buzzer, keep it locked on Pac-12 Network for Pac-12 Final Score, highlighting all the big plays, big blocks, and big dunks.
The Horn wins it!
Pac-12 Network is your one-stop shop for all things men's hoops. Every Saturday, all season long.
SC fans ready to tackle high electricity bills by going solar? SolarMax Technology, the official solar partner of USC Athletics, has an incredible offer. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years. SolarMax is the only solar company with 0% financing for 5 years because they're the only solar company with in-house financing. And just like the Trojans, they're proud to call SoCal home. Visit SolarMaxTech.com for details. That's SolarMaxTech.com. CSLB number 972048.
Is USC Trojans basketball. Now let's return courtside to the voice of Trojans basketball. Here's Jordan Moore.
Welcome back inside the Rowdy Galen Center where the Trojans lead the Bruins 18-14. It's early, 11:04 to go in the first half. A game of runs so far. The Trojans sprinted out to a 12-point lead, but UCLA has answered with a 10-2 run over the last 4:18. And so it's a 4-point game, a close one as we'd expect. The Bruins are pounding the Trojans inside, 14 points in the paint. The Bruins have not made a jump shot yet, but they have a foothold in this game, now trailing by just 4. Series history in this one. It goes back a long way. UCLA has the advantage, 142-109. The recent history has been with UCLA, the true recent history. They won both games last year, including a crusher for the Trojans senior night last year. Jordan McLaughlin's senior night, and Aaron Holiday put on a show and beat USC and silenced a sellout crowd inside Galen. Bruins have won the last 4 in this series, but the previous 4 to that, USC won. So it's been a little bit back and forth in recent history. UCLA all-time in Galen Center is 8-4, so this has not been a great home court advantage yet for the Trojans in this rivalry. But a good crowd today. Trojans have fed off it early. Let's see if they can get back to some shot making. Jules Bernard is into the game as Chris Wilkes sits for the first time. And the Trojans break a little UCLA pressure. Derek Thornton's back out there. He dribbles into a jump shot, misses wide to the left. Battle for the rebound. Boatwright, couple tips at it, but Jalen Hands will ultimately claim it for UCLA and get the Bruins going in a hurry the other way. And here's Bernard at the top of the key, picks up his dribble and finds Cody Riley. Riley double dribbled, didn't he? No, they're going to say a foul inside on Uyalunmo, battling with Moses Brown. Well, the one good thing is the Trojans do have Victor Uyalunmo, Jerron Brooks off the bench for a little bit of size and some fouls if they need them. Been 4 fouls called on USC so far, just 1 on UCLA. Hands will throw in for the Bruins on the baseline. And he's going to lob to Cody Riley at the top of the key, who will go inside to Moses Brown, and Brown tries to dunk on Uyalunmo. It's in and out. That'll be the second on Vic. Good news for the Trojans, again, is Moses Brown is not a good free throw shooter, just 36.7% on the season. Bad news is for Uyalunmo, he's been on the court just 2 minutes and picked up 2 fouls, and so I think Vic will sit right now as Jerron Brooks is set to check into the game. See this Moses Brown free throw stroke? Not so good as he misses to the right. Removes his left hand and just basically shoots it one-handed.
All right, let me hear you.
So Boatwright and Brooks, the interior for USC right now. Need to box out for a potential missed free throw here. Second one from Brown is also no good. They do box out, and Jerron Brooks into the game for a second and picks up a rebound. Thornton to Matthews, a little 1-3-1 shown by UCLA here. And Matthews has on the left wing. Matthews looks to penetrate, then fans out and lobs to the corner for Jerron Brooks, who lobs it back to Jonah Matthews at the top of the key. Boatwright has on the left wing. He's looking inside. He'll shoot a step-back mid-range 2 that doesn't go. And a hard fall by Moses Brown as he was fouled by Jerron Brooks. And so Brooks, like Rakocevic, like Uyalunmo, is fouling a lot against Moses Brown. The freshman big for UCLA attracting a lot of attention. Hasn't been particularly effective in the game so far, but effective at drawing fouls. And with 10-10 left in the first half, USC has some foul difficulties. Cody Riley at the top of the key, lose it to Prince Ali in the left wing now. Here's Bernard looking to drive on Jonah Matthews. Trojans in a man-to-man. Benny Boatwright has the assignment of Mo Brown. Hands seeing a double team, kicks it back out to nobody in particular, or was it deflected? It was deflected, and it will stay with UCLA, although they'll take in the backcourt with only 8 seconds left on the shot clock. 9:49 left in the first half game clock. So Hands in a hurry. He gets a screen from Riley, looks to attack, kicks to Riley. Riley will take a three. Big man's three on the way, no good. Rebound to Jonah Matthews. Good box out by Jonah. And the Trojans are into the front court. Elijah Weaver, tough pass to Jerron Brooks, who was able to catch it, but then threw it to Prince Ali. Ali hit a head pass to Hands, 2-on-1. Hands attacks Weaver, and he is fouled. Jalen Hands, I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. There's no chance he was going to dunk on Elijah Weaver, but he was able to draw the foul on the freshman. And the fouls are racking up on USC. That's 7 team fouls on the Trojans, and again, only 1 on UCLA. 9:30 left in the first half. And for Weaver, that's just his first. The free throw by Hands was good. Jonah Matthews sits for the first time. Shaquan Aaron will check in. Trojans need more offense from Matthews. His floor game's been okay so far, but he's had some open shots that haven't gone down. Three-point line is big in this one, and Jonah is USC's three-point shooting ace. Well, it's a 2-point game now. UCLA has got itself right back in it. Once down 12, now down 2. Good pass inside to Jerron Brooks, who lays it up with the left hand and one. Elijah Weaver finds him freshman to freshman, and Jerron will go to the line. Good finish by Brooks on Moses Brown. That's the first foul on the UCLA big man. Trojans wouldn't mind getting him in foul trouble. Although, again, a lot of depth in terms of size for Murray Bartow on the UCLA bench. Jerron Brooks doesn't get to the line much on the season, 3 of 6. His first one today is no good. But he does get the 2, and USC's lead is back to 4. As Bernard has it in the front court for the Bruins. Knocked away by Weaver, who dives on the court. And the ball is still loose. Picked up by Ali, then stolen by Thornton. Ali has it now. Throws it ahead to Bernard. Bernard will attack and finish in the lane with the left hand. So a scramble play. Great hustle by the Trojans. But ultimately, USC gets the ball and the bucket. And again, it's a 2-point game, 20-18. Aaron has a wide open 3. That one's short. And the Trojans have gone cold from behind the arc. There's 2 of 8 now after making their first 2. Hands attacking for the tie. Blocked by Boatwright, who rejected him at the rim. Thornton in transition, 3-on-2. Finds Aaron. Aaron to Brooks. Baseline jump shot is good. And USC wins that battle of fast breaks. And the Trojans lead is 4 again. What a block by Boatwright on Jalen Hands. Hands looking to attack inside. Goes to Ali. Ali misses. Rebound to Brown. Brown tries to dunk it. His putback is no good. Foul on the Trojans, and Moses Brown will go back to the line to shoot 2. This one is on Boatwright. So the Trojans having some issues on the glass. Giving up 3 offensive rebounds in the game so far. And foul difficulties is the real story for USC. 8 fouls already. Now this is the first on Benny. But again, it sends Moses Brown back to the line where he does not want to be. And Brown is now 0 of 3 from the free throw strike. And the freshman looks as uncomfortable as can be with the entire arena staring at him at the line. Chris Smith checks back in for UCLA. Jonah Matthews back in for USC as Elijah Weaver sits. Second one from Brown, also no good. And again, a rebound by Jerron Brooks. Brooks gives to Thornton, and the Trojans are in the front court, leading by 4 with 8:15 left in the first half, 22-18. UCLA has had much more success in this zone, and also with Rakocevic on the bench, who was eating them up. And there's another turnover as Brown comes through Brooks to knock it away. And now Brown in transition runs over Derek Thornton, an offensive foul. So Derek Thornton sticks his face in there, and the freshman for UCLA now has some foul issues. Murray Bartow has a decision to make as Moses Brown picks up his second. 8 minutes even left in the first half. USC 22, UCLA 18 on the Trojans Basketball Network.
Best tailgate? It's got to be burgers and an ice cold Coke.
Real football
frijol y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Subs.
Nah, hot dog.
No, Dodger dog.
I'll drink to that. Pass me a Coke.
It's gotta be crawfish.
Mac and cheese.
No. 7-layer dip. Ribs.
No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
An ice-cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day? Race day.
Calls for Coke.
You know it.
It's Tailgating 101.
Trojan fans, what time is USC Trojans kickoff? Mito, Swiss Watches since 1918, presents the countdown to kickoff as the official timekeeper of the USC Trojans. Sharing the power, the performance, and the accuracy of two great legacies on game day. Available at shopmito.com. That's shopmito.com. So wear Mito time for game time. Fight on.
Coors Light, established in 1978 and born in the Rockies, where the only thing more refreshing than your current adventure is what's next. It's why Coors Light is lagered cold for a lighter, crisper taste, filtered cold to ensure brilliance, clarity, and brightness, and packaged cold for peak refreshment, because those who thirst for more deserve nothing less than the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Light. 2018 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
This is USC Trojans basketball. Now let's return courtside to the voice of Trojans basketball. Here's Jordan Moore.
USC 22, UCLA 18. 8 minutes left in the first half from the Galen Center, and the first crosstown showdown on the hardwood of the season. USC basketball is brought to you by the Pac-12 networks, covering the Conference of Champions like no other. Pac-12 networks where champions play. Well, the champion of this game will be the team that gets hot from three, because neither team can make a shot so far from distance. USC made its first two and has missed 6 straight. The Bruins are 0 of 6 from behind the arc. And UCLA is not a very good three-point shooting team. They like to take them, they don't make them. Just 33.5% as a squad on the year. Again, just not a good shooting team in general. Bad from the free throw line and bad from behind the arc. And they're just 38% in this game. USC got off to a hot start at 47% now, but the Trojans have gone real cold over the last 6 minutes or so. It will be USC basketball. Moses Brown will sit with 2 fouls. Nick Rakocevic has sat for a stretch now with his 2 personals. He played the first 7 minutes. He's sat for the last 5. Rakocevic has 6 points and 3 rebounds in this game, so that was a huge moment when Nick sat down. It's allowed UCLA to get back in it. See if the Trojans can capitalize without Moses Brown. Right away, they turn it over, though. Thornton's pass is deflected away. Transition for UCLA in the other direction. Riley, finger roll doesn't go, but Jalen Hill dunks the putback. And again, it's a 2-point game, as UCLA having a lot of success right at the rim in this one. 22-20 USC leads. 1-3-1 defense by UCLA, giving the Trojans some problems. A lot of deflections, a lot of steals. Boatwright open for 3 from the left wing. No good. Weak side rebound to Jules Bernard. And the left-hander takes it in the other direction. Gives up to Wilkes. Wilkes walks into an open 3 for the lead and knocks it down. And Andy Enfield up with palms open, wondering why nobody had Chris Wilkes on that play. So UCLA's second lead of the game. The Bruins led 2-0. And now lead 23-22. Thornton driving kick. Matthews 3 on